Big play flip off the play fake on first down. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except touchdown, Yellow Jackets! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
That makes the score Georgia Tech 7, Utah State 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Utah State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Touch pass on the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Going to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Ellington. This time it's complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
That makes the score Georgia Tech 14, Utah State.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They were all over him, nowhere to go, as that third down play turned into a disaster. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Catches it at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy, because they want.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. You can tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to escape and get it himself. A spender fella, and he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Ellington. Getting some heat. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Utah! Utah State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. He'll try the left side. At the 35, he's open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right back to the well. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll give it to the back. They make the tackle after he gets two down to the 25.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They run into a bit of trouble here, third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with fourth and short. They're about 2 yards away. And the Yellow Jackets are in the red zone. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll try to race to the edge on first and goal with the wide receiver. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you've got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. Play number 10 on this drive, and it's third and goal. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Leaves it with the running back. Still running at the 40. Open runway ahead. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll Touchdown, Aggies! Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Running to the left. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Back to throw. It's Ellington. Coming after him. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They go right back to him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 6th play of the drive coming up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Man, these slant routes you throw quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Used the play fake. Now to throw. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Georgia Tech, number 5.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive.
That makes the score. Georgia Tech, 31. Utah State, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's Dobbs. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. From the 22 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got the quick pass. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Makes the grab down the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, Utah State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He rifles one deep down the right side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to move it through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looking for blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll open the second half on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Utah State up-tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to bring it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Here's the handoff. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running it to the right. Breaks the tackle. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Ball is free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get it, second guy finally did.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Hand off from the shotgun. Puts him in the spin cycle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Stoneburner. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They're going to ride this running back. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. For a productive play on first down. They go to the ground. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Touchdown, Aggies! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah.
Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. On the move. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. He fires one deep down the right side. He's loose. The 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Complete to start this drive. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hood.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Aggies are rolling down the field. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. Caught close to the marker, it's Hood. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll throw it on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Grab behind the line. It's Morton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Dances away from the heat. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer.
And he coughs it up again. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. At the 45, on his way. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Ellington. It's complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Ohio took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bobcats that fired on all cylinders. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for...
Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. When we get to the offseason and they start